Chosen one, take a breath and let your spirit open, because you did not land here by scrolling or by accident. You were led here. You were called. Heaven arranged this exact moment so your heart could receive what it has quietly been prepared for. This is not chance. This is divine appointment, lined up with perfect spiritual timing. Something has already shifted in the unseen realm, and your spirit can sense it. Chosen one, you are standing on the edge of a supernatural breakthrough, a divine transfer of wealth, a moment where heaven is rearranging your path with purpose and precision. Chosen one, nothing unfolding in your life right now is random. God is moving pieces behind the scenes, setting you up for a blessing that will touch far more than your finances. It will touch your future, your direction, your relationships, even the rhythm of your destiny. As Habakkuk 2:3 reminds us, the vision has an appointed time, and that time has arrived. This message reached you because heaven is whispering, prepare yourself. A divine alignment is drawing near, and what is coming carries restoration, provision, and purpose. Open your heart. The revelation is beginning. Chosen one, lean in for a moment, because what you feel right now is not your imagination, and it is not an accident. It is alignment. When heaven starts moving in a life, the first sign is rarely an open door. More often, it is a stirring inside you, a quiet, unexplainable sense that something beneath the surface is shifting. That is exactly where you stand right now, at a divine intersection where timing, purpose, and destiny meet. What comes next is not simply teaching. It is transmission. It is impartation. It is the kind of revelation that reaches into the parts of your spirit you have tried to keep quiet, the places you have whispered questions into late at night, the places that ache for answers only God can give. Chosen one, heaven is not just watching your life. Heaven is stepping into it. This alignment with someone younger is not randomness, fantasy, or a misplaced desire. It is proof that God is rearranging what is around you, because He is rearranging what is within you. Hear this with your whole heart. What you are stepping into is not only romantic, it is prophetic. It is tied to your next elevation, your next season of provision, your next wave of abundance. You are not being handed a partner to fill an empty space. You are being placed beside someone who awakens the next dimension of who you were always meant to become. Anointed one, I understand what it is like to question timing. I know what it feels like to look back on your life and wonder why certain things arrived so late, why some blessings cost you tears, why some prayers seemed to vanish into silence. I remember my own season of confusion, asking God why the people I expected to stay were the first ones to leave, why the ones I trusted could not carry the weight of my heart. In that wilderness, God whispered to me the same thing He is whispering to you now. I am not delaying you, I am preparing you. It took time for me to understand that preparation feels like loss right up until the moment alignment finally arrives. Chosen one, you have been prepared. You have been stretched, refined, tested, humbled, and lifted. You have moved through seasons that would have broken most people. And it is precisely because of that preparation that God can now trust you with a supernatural connection, one that carries healing, purpose, and legacy. The younger soul being aligned with you is not arriving with immaturity. They are arriving with purity, with openness, with a heart shaped by its own storms. Their youth is not a weakness. It is a vessel, one that gives God room to pour in fresh oil, fresh joy, and fresh perspective. Hear this clearly. The timing is divine. Heaven is using this alignment to position you for more than companionship. You are being aligned for expansion, for increase, for a supernatural transfer that reaches not only your heart but your finances, your faith, your vision, and your future. The same God who declared in Isaiah 40:28 that He never grows tired is the same God renewing your strength through this connection. He is reminding you that your story is not running behind. It is right on time, chosen one. What is coming is not chaos, it is clarity. It is not confusion, it is confirmation. And as this alignment begins to unfold, your spirit will recognize it before your mind can explain it. That is how divine things work. Your heart knows the truth long before logic catches up. Chosen one, open your spirit even wider now, because what I am about to share speaks directly into the places you have tried to silence. This younger partner heaven is bringing into alignment with you is not simply a relationship. It is a divine strategy. God is not only sending you love, He is sending alignment, restoration, and renewal wrapped inside a human soul. You have carried wisdom forged by storms, grace shaped by wounds, and strength built through seasons of being overlooked. And heaven knows that what you carry cannot be matched by someone who has only ever lived on the surface. This younger soul is not coming to drain you. They are coming to draw from you and to pour back into you in ways you never imagined possible. Let me speak now as someone who has walked through divine timing that made no sense until much later. There were seasons when I prayed for companionship, and heaven answered with refinement instead. Times I wanted connection and God gave me separation. I believed I was being denied, but I was actually being prepared. And the moment the right person appeared, everything inside me confirmed it. This is why I had to wait. What felt like delay was really divine engineering. And that is exactly what God is doing in your life. Heaven does not match people by age. Heaven matches by assignment. It is not about how many years someone has lived. It is about how much spiritual capacity they carry. The one being aligned with you has been prepared with precision. They have prayed prayers you never heard, cried tears you never witnessed, and asked God to send someone who understands the language of their soul, not just the desires of their body. They are longing for truth, for stability, for the kind of love that feels like peace, the kind you carry. Chosen one, the world may not understand this alignment, but the world did not write your destiny. God did. And God does not operate on cultural timelines, human expectations, or social logic. When heaven chooses someone for you, it is because their presence unlocks something inside you, and your presence awakens something inside them. That is why this connection feels different. It feels deeper. It feels ancient and brand new at once. It feels like prophecy meeting its fulfillment. And yes, there will be a financial shift tied to this alignment. Not because of who they are, but because of who the two of you become together. Heaven invests in partnerships that serve purpose. When God aligns two souls for destiny, He funds the mission attached to that union. You will notice ideas flowing more freely, clarity arriving faster, and opportunities showing up more suddenly than before. This is not coincidence. This is divine rhythm. I want you to hear this with reverence. The love coming toward you is not meant to distract you. It is meant to position you. It is designed to strengthen your foundation, expand your capacity, sharpen your vision, and pull you into a season where you no longer walk into your calling alone. Heaven pairs purpose with purpose. Heaven aligns assignment with assignment. And this younger partner carries something you once buried. A purity, a courage, a softness you lost while you were busy surviving. Chosen one, this connection will not shrink you. It will not weaken you. It will nourish you. It will not confuse you. It will confirm you. And the reason your spirit feels both anticipation and a quiet edge of fear is because your heart already recognizes what your mind is still working to understand. This is divine. Let your heart slow down now and truly receive this. Because this is the part where heaven explains why your spirit has been stirring, why old memories have resurfaced, and why you have felt a quiet pull towards something you could not name. This is not imagination. This is preparation. This is your spirit aligning every detail of your life for a connection that carries purpose, healing, and supernatural timing. Chosen one, you have walked through seasons where your worth was questioned, where people mishandled your loyalty, minimized your depth, or took your presence for granted, where every open door seemed to lead to disappointment, and every act of vulnerability led to betrayal. And still you stayed soft, you stayed faithful, you kept believing in love even when love did not seem to believe in you. That resilience was never an accident. It is exactly why heaven can trust you with something sacred now. The younger partner being aligned with you is not coming to take advantage of your kindness. They are coming because they recognize its value, because they see in you something the world rarely carries anymore, the ability to love with both strength and tenderness. They carry a spirit drawn to authenticity, to truth, to emotional and spiritual integrity, and your presence will feel like safety to them, not because you are flawless, but because you are real. Hear this clearly. This alignment is not about filling your loneliness. It is about fulfilling your purpose. Everything about their spirit complements yours. Where they are bright, you are steady. Where they are hopeful, you are wise. Where they bring fresh perspective, you bring foundation. Heaven is weaving together a partnership that multiplies instead of draining, that expands instead of constricting. Chosen one, I know you sometimes worry about whether your past will interfere with what God is bringing. But your past did not disqualify you. It refined you. It taught you discernment, boundaries, and spiritual authority. This younger soul will not be threatened by where you have been. They will be grateful for it, because your journey becomes the anchor that steadies their calling. You will feel something in their presence you have not felt in a long time. Ease. Not the ease of comfort, but the ease of clarity. The kind that whispers, I do not have to pretend here. The kind that lets your shoulders drop, your breath deepen, your heart soften. This connection will ask you to release the old story that told you love has to be difficult, painful, or delayed. This younger partner is not arriving with confusion. They are arriving with intention. They will not toy with your emotions or send mixed signals or drain your spirit. They will approach you with a reverence born out of their own healing journey. And yes, this alignment will stir up a few old fears. The fear of vulnerability, the fear of being hurt again, the fear of opening your heart after it took so long to mend. Remember that fear is not a prophecy. It is simply a sign that your heart is waking up. Chosen one, the love that is coming is not fragile. It is fortified by destiny, protected by timing, and covered by divine orchestration. Your spirit already knows it is coming, because your soul has been preparing to recognize it. Sit with this truth for a moment. Heaven is not bringing you a connection that will drain you, distract you, or derail you. Heaven is aligning you with someone who will elevate you, someone who will hold your heart without shaking it, see your depth without fearing it, and stand beside you without competing with you. This season is not about repeating old patterns. It is about stepping into a partnership that reflects who you have become, not who you used to be. Chosen one, I need you to hear this clearly. You have outgrown connections rooted in survival. You have outgrown partnerships built on dependency, insecurity, or convenience. You have outgrown people who were drawn to your light, but never honored your soul. When heaven sees that you have outgrown what once kept you small, heaven introduces you to someone who can hold the fullness of who you are becoming. That is why this younger soul carries a different spirit altogether, one of openness, humility, and reverence. They do not worship your wounds, they honor your wisdom. This alignment is not simply relational. It is restorative. You have spent years pouring into others, giving beyond your own strength, loving beyond your own limits. You have healed other people while hiding your own pain. You have been the anchor for people who never learned how to hold you in return. But this time, chosen one, God is sending someone who brings peace. Where you have carried tenderness, where you have carried scars alongside joy, where you have carried silence, their presence will not demand from you. It will refresh you. Let me speak to something your heart has been quietly carrying. The fear that you will repeat old patterns, that you will end up once again giving more than you receive. That fear is not prophecy. It is residue, left over from seasons of being unequally matched, misunderstood, or taken for granted. But heaven is cleansing that residue. What is coming toward you has been filtered through divine timing, divine protection, and divine intention. This person is not coming to take. They are coming to build. They are not arriving with demands. They are arriving with honor. I know what it feels like to fear your softness will be mishandled. I have walked that road too. There was a season when I guarded my heart so tightly that I forgot what it felt like to be seen without performing, to be chosen without conditions. But when God aligns the right soul, something shifts. Peace replaces panic, clarity replaces confusion, rest replaces fear. Your heart remembers its own strength again. That is exactly what this younger partner will awaken in you. Not immaturity but innocence, not naivety but renewal. The ability to laugh again, dream again, trust again. The ability to feel young in spirit, even where life has aged your heart. This connection is God's way of watering what the world tried to dry out in you. It is His way of saying, you are not finished, you are not too late, and your heart still has chapters left to write. You are stepping into a season where your love life reflects heaven's own kindness. A season where you are not merely loved, but seen, known, and honored. A season where partnership becomes a place of prophecy rather than pain. As this alignment draws closer, your spirit will feel lighter, not heavier. You will feel anticipation, not anxiety. That is how you will know heaven is behind it. I want you to hear this with the clarity of someone who has walked through their own valleys and breakthroughs. Heaven is not aligning you with a younger partner to complicate your life, but to complete a divine cycle that has been quietly unfolding for years. This is not about replacing what you lost or correcting what went wrong. This is about stepping into what was always meant to find you, once you became strong enough, healed enough, and whole enough to receive it. Chosen one, you have carried burdens that were never yours to carry alone. You have survived seasons that would have broken others. You have held your own heart together when no one else had the capacity to hold it for you. Because of that, you have gained something rare, a depth of compassion, a spiritual maturity, a quiet resilience that cannot be manufactured. The younger soul being aligned with you has been prepared by heaven to meet that depth with reverence rather than fear. They are not coming into your life needing to be rescued. They are coming as someone who recognizes the sacredness of who you are. And here is something many people will never understand. Age does not determine spiritual capacity. Oil does. Calling does. Destiny does. Yes, you have walked through fire, but they have walked through storms of their own. Where their spirit is tender, yours is wise. Where your spirit is steady, theirs is alive. Heaven is weaving together what the world would never dare to pair on its own. That is how divine pairings work. They are not built on human logic. They are built on spiritual symmetry. This younger partner brings something your soul has secretly been craving. Lightness, not immaturity. Ease, not recklessness. Joy. They carry a frequency that lifts the heaviness life has placed on your shoulders. They bring laughter back into rooms where silence used to echo. They bring softness back into a heart that learned to be strong simply because it had no other choice. Their presence will remind you that strength and tenderness were always meant to coexist. And here is the part many overlook. This alignment is not only emotional or spiritual, it is protective. Heaven is placing someone beside you who sees what others ignored, hears what others dismissed, and values what others overlooked. Someone who recognizes the cost of your wisdom, and not just its beauty. Someone who understands that your strength is not hardness, but healed softness. Someone who knows how to treat a soul that has carried kingdoms in silence. I have learned through my own journey that when God aligns you with the right soul, it feels like peace before it feels like passion, clarity before chemistry, safety before excitement. That is how you will know this connection comes from heaven. Your nervous system will settle. Your mind will grow quiet. Your heart will not race with confusion, but rest in recognition. That stillness in their presence is God saying, "This is safe, this is mine." And yes, this divine alignment will shift your path financially too. When heaven assigns a partnership, heaven funds the destiny attached to it. Opportunities will increase. Your creativity will rise. New doors will open because you will no longer be carrying everything alone. The right partner multiplies what God has already placed in you. They do not drain it. This is not the kind of love you have to chase. It arrives as confirmation. It feels like prophecy fulfilled. It is a reminder that God never forgot you. He was preparing you. Breathe deeply and let this truth settle into the center of your spirit. You are stepping into a season where God is not only aligning you with a younger partner, but aligning you with a version of yourself you have not seen in years. This is bigger than companionship. This is bigger than romance. This is about becoming the person heaven always intended you to be, restored, renewed, expanded, and finally free. For so long you have lived in survival mode. You have been strong because you had no other option. You have been wise because life demanded it. You have been guarded because people mishandled your softest parts. But this new alignment is not calling you to survive. It is calling you to live, to breathe without fear, to love without shrinking, to walk forward without the weight of your past on your back. This younger partner will play a sacred role in that transformation. Not because they are perfect, but because they carry a purity that balances your depth, a softness that speaks directly to the places in you that hardened out of necessity. Their presence awakens the part of you the world convinced you to hide, the part that still believes, still hopes, still dreams. Let me speak to you now from lived experience. There was a time I believed certain blessings were no longer meant for me. I told myself I was too late, too tired, too changed by life. I convinced myself that the kind of love I longed for belonged only to younger hearts. But then God sent someone who made no sense on paper and perfect sense in spirit. Suddenly the years I thought had disqualified me became the very reason the connection worked. My depth became a foundation. Their freshness became wind. My wisdom became an anchor. Their joy became a lift. Together we became balance. That is what is coming to you now. God is aligning you with someone who sees beyond your years and straight into your essence. Someone who recognizes your heart rather than your history. Who values your wisdom rather than your wounds. Who sees your strength, but also sees the tenderness you have been protecting beneath layers of self-preservation. This connection is not meant to revive only your heart. It is meant to revive your destiny. With the right person beside you, ideas will start flowing again. Creativity will return. Opportunities will emerge. You will notice life feels lighter, conversations feel easier, and hope feels natural instead of forced, because this alignment is not based on human attraction. It is based on heavenly assignment. Heaven is not trying to hand you a replacement for what you lost. Heaven is giving you a reward for what you survived. You are entering a season where the love you receive matches the love you give, where you no longer pour into someone who cannot pour back, where you no longer shrink to make someone else comfortable, where you no longer choose familiarity over fulfillment. This younger partner will not fear your strength. They will cherish it. They will not be intimidated by your experience. They will learn from it. They will not misunderstand your depth. They will feel safe inside it. Their reverence will be genuine, not performed. Their presence will feel like peace, not pressure. This is not a fantasy. This is divine orchestration. As we move into this next layer, understand something important. Heaven is not aligning you with this younger partner to remind you of your past, but to usher you into your becoming. This connection marks a transition, a sign that your wilderness season has ended and your season of renewal, joy, and restoration has begun. This alignment is God's way of saying you have carried enough. Now let someone carry you. You have spent so much of your life being the strong one, the one who holds everything together, the one who gives without being asked, the one who stands firm when everyone else breaks. But God never intended for you to give strength forever without ever receiving softness in return. This younger partner is carrying a softness you did not even know you were allowed to experience. A softness that will not weaken you but heal you. One that will not diminish your strength but reveal the version of you that has been waiting beneath the armor. Listen closely. This connection will remind you that you were never too much. You were simply too deep for shallow hearts. Too seasoned for immature souls, too anointed for people who lacked the capacity to hold your calling. Heaven has spent years pruning people who were not worthy, removing relationships that were too small, clearing out connections that drained your spiritual capacity. Understand this. The younger soul coming toward you is not just anyone. They are someone heaven preserved, protected, and positioned to meet you at exactly the right moment. I have walked through seasons of asking God why He took certain people away, why He closed certain doors. Only later did I understand that God was not taking things from me. He was clearing space for a love that does not break you, a connection that does not confuse you, an alignment that never asks you to choose between your heart and your calling. This younger partner will not be threatened by your purpose. They will be drawn to it. They will not run from your depth. They will respect it. They will not misunderstand your silence. They will understand the language of your spirit without needing long explanations. Their emotional intelligence is tied to experience, not age, and their own experiences have shaped them the same way. They will recognize someone like you the moment God places you in their path. Chosen one, your presence will not overwhelm them. It will steady them, and their presence will not shrink you. it will soften you. Let me speak this prophetically. The moment you meet them, something inside you will exhale, not because you are leaning on them, but because your spirit recognizes, I do not have to fight here. I do not have to perform here. I can breathe here. That is how divine alignment works. It brings ease instead of effort, clarity instead of chaos, confirmation instead of confusion. There will be moments when they listen to you speak, and their eyes soften with a reverence you have not seen in a long time. Moments when they look at you as though they are seeing something holy, because in truth they are. They are seeing the anointing you carried through fire, the strength that carried you through storms, the depth earned through broken seasons and midnight prayers. They will not idolize you, but they will honor you, and that honor will feel like healing. You are not stepping into a love story. You are stepping into destiny. As we reach this final movement, open your spirit gently, because what comes now is the clearest confirmation of why heaven has been preparing you so intentionally. This younger partner is not a coincidence. They are not a distraction. They are not a replacement for anything you lost. They are a fulfillment, the manifestation of a promise that has been quietly maturing in the background of your life. Heaven is aligning you with someone whose soul recognizes yours on a level deeper than logic. While the world sees age, heaven sees assignment. While the world sees numbers, heaven sees purpose, and your purpose fits perfectly with theirs. You have carried depth that required someone with spiritual sensitivity. They have carried softness that required someone with strength. You have carried wisdom shaped by storms. They have carried purity shaped by surrender. Together you form a balance heaven designed on purpose. You may have wondered, why now? Why after so many closed doors, after such a long wait? Because timing matters. Heaven cannot release what the heart is not ready to hold. For years you were not simply waiting. You were becoming healed, becoming anchored in who you truly are. And they were becoming ready to meet someone of your spiritual stature. Two separate journeys are now finally converging into one divine intersection. This younger soul carries a lightness that restores joy you did not realize you had lost. They bring a fresh wind into rooms of your heart that have been locked for years. Their presence does not make you feel older. It makes you feel alive. Their questions do not expose your wounds. They reveal how deeply they see you. Their admiration is not rooted in appearance. It is rooted in who you are when no one is watching. Understand this, chosen one. Heaven did not match you with someone younger to challenge your worth, but to confirm it, to show you that your spirit is timeless, your calling is ageless, and your heart is still capable of receiving newness without fear. Do not let the world's shallow measures confuse you. This alignment was not designed by culture. It was orchestrated by God. And yes, this connection will shift every part of your life. Emotionally, you will feel safe in ways you have not felt in years. Spiritually, you will feel awakened. Mentally, you will feel supported. And even financially, doors will begin to open, because divine partnership carries divine provision. Where unity exists, heaven releases resources. What is coming is not fragile, forced, or fleeting. It is steady. It is ordained. It is holy. You will recognize it by the peace that settles over you the moment they enter your life, the peace that whispers, "This is the one I prepared for you." Your waiting was never punishment. It was protection. And now, at the appointed time, heaven is bringing you a love that is not late. It is right on schedule. When your heart is ready, simply say, "I receive this alignment." As this message reaches its close, let your spirit rest in the truth that heaven has already gone ahead of you. You are not stepping into possibility. You are stepping into prophecy fulfilled. The alignment God has prepared for you is unfolding even now, with a precision only divine hands could orchestrate, arriving in your Kairos moment, the exact timing heaven reserved for your elevation, your healing, and your divine partnership. May every fear fall away. May every doubt dissolve. May your heart open to the blessing that carries your name. The supernatural transfer has already begun. In your spirit, in your relationships, in your future. Walk forward with reverence, with expectation, with gratitude for the love, clarity, and abundance already on their way to you. Chosen one, stay faithful. Stay aligned. Keep your spirit soft and your faith lifted. If this word resonated with you, you may type "I receive it" as your declaration of agreement. Go in peace, go in purpose, go in divine strength. Heaven is guiding every step you take, and your breakthrough is already unfolding.